welcome back to my channel, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. I am back with another Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 9 review. This review is for episode 9, so if you did not watch my reviews for episodes 1 through 8, please go get all caught up on those, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I upload a new video. And let's just dive right into this review because this is the season finale, and this was a very dramatic episode. So this episode starts off with everyone panicking about the coronavirus because at this time while they were doing filming, they were notified that there could be a possible lockdown, and so everyone was trying to get prepared in case of that actual lockdown, which did end up happening at some point. Now, Akbar V ended up coming into Ciara's salon because she wanted to catch up and she wanted to get her hair done, and so Ciara is catching her up on everything that's been going on in her life, and we all know Ciara's life has been a bit messy lately. She told her about how she had to put her daughter into private school because of the situation where the mother and daughter jumped her daughter at the school, and I think it was a good idea for Ciara and Shooter to change their daughter's school. I think private school will probably be a better environment for their daughter, and she actually said that her daughter is enjoying private school a lot more than she did public school, so at the end of the day it was a win-win situation. Now, she also said that she was disappointed in BK because he came to her daughter's birthday party and acted a whole fool, okay? He pulled out receipts on her printouts of text messages that she was sending to other men, and you know, I thought that he was really petty because he did that at her daughter's birthday party, and also the fact that he tried to embarrass her that way was just ridiculous. So if she takes him back, to me, she's crazy because I would not want to be with somebody who does stuff like that once they get mad. Now, she was saying because of that situation, she's starting to miss her relationship with Shooter, and I personally don't believe that she actually misses her relationship with Shooter. I think that because her relationships have been failing lately, she wants to go back to what she's used to, and that's Shooter. So I don't think that the two of them should get back together. I think they broke up for a reason. I just think maybe she should focus on herself and less on relationships. So Akbar V started talking about how her career is stagnant and how she's tired of trying to be patient and everyone's giving her the runaround and she just wants her career to flourish. And I personally think that it's her own fault why she's going through what she's going through in her career, because she stays in drama all the time. She does not present herself as somebody that people would want to work with, and I personally think she's bringing it on herself because she just can't stay out of drama. And you know, that's kind of what Ciara tried to tell her, because she told her about an event that Spice was going to be doing, and she let Akbar V know that LightSkin Keisha is probably going to end up being there, and she feels like, you know, Akbar V should come to it. But she also said that she didn't want any drama to happen at Spice's event, and Akbar V agreed that she would not cause any drama at Spice's event, even though LightSkin Keisha was going to be there and she has problems with her. Now, she got pissed at Ciara because Ciara said that she feels like LightSkin Keisha has good music, and she also feels like Akbar has good music, and she got pissed off because she doesn't like that Ciara won't pick a side. She was basically telling this grown-ass woman that she needs to pick a side. And I like that Ciara standed on her square when it came to that, because she says she's not picking no sides. She doesn't have to have drama with people just because she's cool with Akbar and Akbar has issues with people. That's why it's hard to be friends with somebody like Akbar, because she wants her drama to be your drama. So hopefully Ciara continues to stay out of it. So LightSkin Keisha starts going off on her boyfriend because he's eating 10 tons of junk food and has it all over the kitchen counter. And she sounded a lot like me in that situation, because I don't really like to have too much junk food in the house either, because if it's there, I'm going to eat it and I can't stay on track with staying healthy and in shape. And so I would react the same way when it comes to all them snacks being in the house, because we definitely know that if it's sitting there in front of your face, you're definitely going to eat it. And so I thought that was a funny little lighthearted part of this episode, because that's the only lighthearted part of this episode. Now, she ends up telling her boyfriend that Tokyo Vanity wants her and Akbar to have a conversation with each other because Spice is throwing an event and Akbar is supposed to be there. Now, she said that she would have a conversation with Akbar, although she doesn't really want to because she knows it's going to be drama. And she says that she doesn't actually have an issue with Akbar. It's Akbar who has an issue with her. She said that Akbar always has an issue with somebody who's doing better than her in their careers. And I see that too in Akbar V. I feel like anybody who's new and they start doing better than her and start, moving forward faster than she is in their careers, she gets mad, and so she starts to attack them. And I feel like that's what she was doing to LightSkin Keisha, although we don't know the full backstory between the drama between the two of them. I agree with LightSkin Keisha in that particular situation, and I like that her boyfriend told her to stay out of the drama with Akbar V, because it's not going to do anything to benefit LightSkin Keisha, and it's definitely not. And so she agreed that she wasn't going to argue and even, give any shine to Akbar V, because it honestly doesn't do anything for her career at all. And if Akbar V would take, the cue to not get involved in any drama, maybe she would have more time to focus on her career so that she would be where she wants to be at. So it's the day of Spice's event, and her event is for her makeup and wig line that she's doing, plus a single release party, because she said that she doesn't want to rely solely on her music in order to make money, which I think is a really smart thing to do, because there's going to be points in time where you may not be recording any music, or your music may not be doing too well, and you always have other income to fall back on. So I think that, Spice is doing the smart thing to do. But all the ladies end up showing up there to support. Alexis Sky was there, Akbar was there, Carly, Mimi, and Kiami were all there. And, Kiami introduced herself to Alexis Sky, and then Kiami had mentioned something about Fetty Wap and how she used to talk to him, and obviously that's a trigger for Alexis Sky, which I don't understand why, because, obviously Fetty Wap messes with everybody, and it shouldn't come as a surprise to her that somebody else was messing with him as well. She's not even with Fetty Wap and hasn't been for quite some time, so I honestly don't understand why she's so triggered anytime someone mentions his name. But she basically tried to pretend like she wasn't triggered by Kiami mentioning that she used to mess with Fetty Wap, although the way that she responded to Kiami seemed like she was, because she said that, Kiami's not the only one who was messing with him. He's messed with a bunch of other women, so you can tell that it was starting to get heated between the two of them. Now, I think Mimi said something about an event that she was going to do, or an event that she did do, about sex trafficking, and Alexis Sky had mentioned that she wanted to be a part of it because she wants to tell her story about being sex trafficked. And Carly ended up saying something that was a bit insensitive, because we don't know if Alexis Sky is telling the truth or not. She could be lying, but I personally don't want to believe that she would lie about something that serious. And so Carly basically said that Mo told her something completely different about Alexis Sky, and basically that Alexis Sky was not sex trafficked and that he met her when she was 16. And that triggered Alexis Sky. She was bothered by it, and I think she was more so bothered by it because there's already rumors that she's been lying about the whole sex trafficking thing. And so when Carly mentioned that Mo said something else, it really triggered something in her. And so everybody kind of started getting pissed off at Carly because they felt like she was being insensitive, which Carly does have. Something about Carly is where she always says something at the wrong time, you know what I'm saying? And so when she said that, it definitely triggered Alexis Sky. It triggered Alexis Sky so much to the point where she started crying, and she ended up pulling Spice aside and letting her know that she didn't like the way that Carly was coming at her, because the sex trafficking thing is a sensitive topic for her. And so Spice is getting kind of annoyed because she feels like her event is already starting to become a little bit messy. Now, once they come back inside, Carly tries to introduce Akbar to Shekinah, and Akbar is basically very rude. She said that she already knows who Shekinah is, and that, Shekinah don't like her and she doesn't like her either. And I just don't understand why Akbar came into this event with so much bad energy. It's just like, okay, if Carly introduced you to her and you already knew her, all you had to do is just keep your mouth shut and not say anything, the same way that Shekinah did. Now, they start arguing back and forth, okay, Akbar and Shekinah, and then Akbar starts throwing a drink at Shekinah, and they were getting ready to fight, but security started holding them back, and I was confused as to why she even threw a drink at Shekinah. Like, just because you don't like her and you're in the same room as her does not mean that you have to make a scene, especially at somebody else's important event. I know Spice was regretting even inviting Akbar to her event because she caused 10 tons of drama, and Shekinah was pissed off because she doesn't understand why she was the one being held back and why she was the one that got put out of the event when she wasn't the aggressor, which is true. She definitely was not the aggressor. And so Shekinah's going off, okay? She goes outside and she's flipping out, and as she's flipping out outside, Tokyo Vanity and LightSkin Keisha end up showing up, and they're asking Shekinah what happened, and Shekinah's going off about Akbar V, saying that Akbar V only picks on people who do better than she does because she's jealous, okay? Which is the theme here. That is the pattern when it comes to Akbar V. We just talk about how funny it was, though, Shekinah going off about Akbar V outside. She was literally flipping the hell out, talking about she has to walk it off. She has to walk it off. I'm just sorry. I was laughing at that scene because I thought it was really funny. To me, Shekinah brings some comedic relief in the show, and that was definitely a part of the show that was funny because this episode was more so a lot of drama rather than anything really funny going on. So to me, that was just a little funny part. So Tokyo Vanity and LightSkin Keisha end up walking into Spice's event while everybody is dancing to Spice's song. Spice was performing and everybody seemed like they were having a good time despite all the drama that had been going on previously. And everybody was dancing, and you could tell that Akbar V got annoyed once she saw that LightSkin Keisha and Tokyo Vanity ended up showing up. And so when the music stopped and everybody was in a circle talking to each other, Alexa Sky, I think, was talking to LightSkin Keisha a little bit, and then all of a sudden, Akbar V starts swinging on LightSkin Keisha, and the two of them start fighting. And I'm so confused because I'm like, why would she sneak her? Like, even though she did it while LightSkin Keisha was facing in her direction, LightSkin Keisha wasn't anywhere near her, nor was she talking to her or addressing her in any way, shape, or form. So I just don't understand why Akbar V couldn't control herself. I don't even really understand why she has a problem with LightSkin Keisha, other than the fact that LightSkin Keisha called herself the Queen of Atlanta, which if she thinks she's the Queen of Atlanta, that's not a reason to want to fight her over it. I just feel like there's some jealousy there because LightSkin Keisha is surpassing her in her career. And I honestly think that that's the reason why Akbar V is not going to go far, because she won't stop getting herself involved in drama, especially unnecessary drama that she's causing herself. And so they start fighting, everybody gets moved outside, but Akbar V is still inside of the building. While LightSkin Keisha and Tokyo Vanity ended up getting put out, Akbar V was standing there next to Spice, and Spice just starts swinging on Akbar V. And I can understand why, Spice swung on her like that, because she's ruining her friggin' event, which is ridiculous. Like, you were invited, you promised that you weren't going to cause any drama or do any type of fighting at Spice's event, and then you sat there and you did exactly what you said you weren't going to do. She literally caused 10 tons of drama. There wasn't really any moment during that event that Spice threw that there wasn't some drama going on. And I just think that, Akbar V just ruined her chances of being invited to anything that anyone else is doing, because Spice said she wasn't inviting her to anything anymore. And, after Spice and her started fighting, Akbar V starts throwing some of Spice's products that she had out for her event. And I was just like, this girl is ridiculous. So she gets put out of the building. And as she got put out of the building, LightSkin Keisha and Tokyo Vanity ended up jumping in their car and following behind the car that Akbar V was in, and they start fighting. Okay, they pull over in the street and they start swinging on each other. So they're fighting, literally blocking traffic and everything. And production had to come out there and tell them that they need to get in their cars and leave, because the cops were literally about to get called. Like, that shit was crazy. Okay. So Scrappy and his son end up meeting up with Shooter at Kirk's restaurant so that they can help sanitize it. Because of the whole coronavirus thing, Kirk just wanted to take precautions and make sure that everything was sanitized, which he should be doing. And so they all start catching up with each other. And as they're catching up with each other, Shooter starts talking about the drama that he had with Cheyenne and Kiyomi, because he said that he walked into an event with Kiyomi dressed in matching outfits, and Cheyenne didn't know that he was with Kiyomi, and so the two of them started fighting. And then the next day, when they all met up in that parking lot, they started fighting again, and Cheyenne brought up the fact that Kiyomi may or may not have messed with Scrap DeLeon before, because she saw her leaving out of his apartment before. So I know that that's more drama with them now, because now Shooter wants to know whether or not she smashed Scrap DeLeon, and him and Scrap DeLeon have some issues now because of the fact that he was messing with Cheyenne and didn't tell Scrap about it. So that's a whole lot of mess. That's why I said that I don't think Ciara should be trying to get back together with Shooter, because he already has a lot of drama. Clearly he has not grown, and she does not need to be a part of that drama because she already has enough going on in her life. Now, as they're having this conversation, production comes in and interrupts and tells them that they have to shut down production immediately because of the coronavirus. They're going on lockdown and they need everybody to be social distancing. So the episode cut there. I actually thought this was a pretty entertaining episode. There was a lot of drama and a little bit of comedic relief in this episode. I think that Akbar V is a troublemaker, and I don't think that she's going to get far in her career anytime soon because she stays in some type of drama. Even Alexis Sky said when all that shit was going down at Spice's event that everyone had a reason to be mad at Akbar V because she started a lot of trouble, and that Akbar needs to take her own advice because she had given Alexis Sky advice to stop getting involved in drama because everyone's gonna see her as a troublemaker and she's not gonna be able to get to where she wants to be at in her life if she stays in some drama, which is true. She does need to take her own advice because Akbar V can't just go off on anybody because they're doing better than she is, and she claims that she made the sacrifice of not having all her children living with her because she needs to focus on her career. But is the sacrifice even worth it if you're not doing what's necessary to be done in order to get your career off the ground? So let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos and hit that notification bell so that you are notified whenever I upload a new video. I want to thank all my subscribers for the support. I appreciate you all. And until next time, I will see you guys in my next video.